Everybody might be watching the Grammys tonight. I don't know. We're gonna see. Hey, we got one person on. Hey, who's that? Hey, Sierra. Hey, Sierra. Hey, Harold, my baby. Hey, Harold. Lady T, hey. Hey, Rico. Dion, I need your number. I was trying to call you. Thank you, Chef Finest Wine. I think you're already in there as my moderator, right? Think so. Yep, you are. Hey, everybody. I apologize for last night. I was kind of, oh God, I was crying and crying. I hate to talk about Whitney. I do. I think about my niece and her and my nephew every day. I do. Because they haven't gotten justice yet. You know? Shout out to all my members. Listen, I have to, I want to be, please hit the like button when you come in, please. I wanted to, and hey, everybody, I'm rushing. I'm sorry. I know some of you all, I don't know if you all want to be on here tonight. I know the Grammys is tonight, so are you guys watching the Grammys? Who's watching the Grammys tonight? Um, Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Oh, y'all say I look beautiful. Thank you. Um, Today's my brother Bobby's birthday. Yes. Happy birthday, Bobby. Exactly. Today is his birthday. And I think they're all together in LA. I'm going to call them in a few minutes. I have been going through some things today, but I can only share that with my members. When I talk to you all later, I'm going to tell you guys what was going on today because I really don't want it to get out too much, but just some things that had me busy all day, all day. But yeah, so life is really not that simple. It really isn't. You want it to be, but it isn't. It really isn't. How are you guys doing? How you guys doing today? And what do you all want to talk about? I'm going to talk about whatever you all want to talk about right now, okay? And this goes for my members. I'm looking for you all to tell me what you all want to talk about tonight. But also, I want to get with my members. I have set up a WhatsApp, okay? Zoom for us. I want all my members together. We have to come together now so you guys will, I know you all are like everywhere with like, what's going on? What are we going to do? And I want to explain that to you. And privately, I want to explain that to you so that you understand and you know everything that I'm doing. And I'm going to find a way. I got with YouTube, and I spoke with them because they, I don't know what they're doing, but they're looking into my account and stuff for me. But they have been, I think some stuff is missing, and I reached out to them. So I'm not using YouTube for my memberships. Mm-mm. I want you all, don't forget, cash at me. I'm going to shut it down. I know maybe a couple of you all, or I know at least one I know. I know Joan canceled her membership for them, so that they won't continue to take her money off every month. She's going to do it through Cash App. But Leolah found a way for us to do this membership thing without YouTube. So don't worry. I set up a WhatsApp, and we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna do the Zoom and stuff from there, okay? And we're gonna talk on that. And I want to do that with you guys tomorrow. So if you guys would be available for me tomorrow about, I would say I try to do things like after you guys are not working, when you get off work. So between 6 and 7, I'm going to reach out to you guys so that we can all be on a Zoom. Okay? And we can all talk about everything that we're going to be doing. All right? Because things are moving fast, really. It really is. Now let me see.
Hey, Mr. Lola, what's that called?
Yeah, Dion, you can do that way. Cash App, yes. Trying to see. Lady T, the Cash App works. You just send it to my Cash App. You send the 50 to my Cash App, 49.99 or 50, whatever. Um, to my Cash App, which is the money sign Leolahbm. Okay, that's how you guys are gonna do that. Yeah, Nay. Cancel your membership on. Don't cancel for this month. Don't do that because if you cancel, yeah, that's another thing. If you cancel, you won't be a member for, you know what I'm saying? You got to let the month go through. Just don't pay it for, the next time you got to pay it. Don't pay it. And we got to get that straight too. I'm going to try to set it up where everybody can pay. It'll be a certain day for everybody to pay their membership on. That way, I know, it's easier to keep up with for me. But believe me, I'm well organized and I check everything, everything. So I'll keep a record of it, definitely. And Sean Shoemaker, you said I sent you a cash app last week. I don't know. Did you what name did you use? Is it under Sean Shoemaker? Because I don't think I saw your name. Um, no, you pay $49.99 a month, Lady T. Yes. Bobby's doing okay, Dion. He is. He's doing all right. Um, I'm more worried about some other people in my family right now. My other brother and um, my sister Tina. Yeah, I just pray that we don't lose no more family members. Oh, that everybody's okay right now. Oh, um, I'm really not feeling good, but I'm trying to be strong for you guys. Yeah, life is crazy. This stuff is crazy, man. The more, and you all don't even know the half of the stuff that Whitney has gone through. You don't. And my niece was so innocent. She didn't even understand everything, you know, that they were doing to her and her mom. Yep. Let me see what some of you all are saying. I know Trish said, I only watch the Grammys to see and hear Whitney saying, yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. Yes, it is true. Whitney was going to have a baby by my brother. Yes, she was. I just wish they had never divorced. I really do. I wish, because I was thinking about that today. I said, I wish Bobby and Whitney never divorced because if they hadn't, she would still be here. My niece would still be here. My nephew would probably still be here. You understand? But Alicia, she's doing a lot of things. I don't like lemonade. Tastes kind of sour. Alicia is doing a lot of things. She's trying to, she's gotten rid of a lot of my brother's workers. She doesn't want anybody around Bobby that really cares for him because they're trying to do some things to him. But they plan and God plans too. And God has angels out here that, help him in his plan. So it ain't gonna go so easy. I'll tell you that. I'm telling y'all, if anything happens to my brother, boy, it's gonna be some woo. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But this is 2023, y'all. 2023. God is about to make some examples out of people. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. They can think God is playing if they want to. If they want to. If they want to. Everything ain't so easy. Everything is not so easy. Not anymore. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Let me see. I don't even know where to start. Should I start up top or at? Lord have mercy. I know a lot of you all are asking questions, and I have just, I got to get with my members, you guys. I have to get with my members. Members, we are going to talk tomorrow. I want all you all to be ready because I got to really focus on you all and what we're doing. And it's just so much, and we got to get moving. We have to get moving. We're going to have some good times. We got some good times coming up. Some really good times coming up. Let me see. Did I say love and blessings from Bermuda? Hey, Madeline. Trisha. Hollywood. I've got company, guys. There's a lot of people here right now. Keisha says she played Whitney songs back to back. Vaughn, that's a good question. You said, wait a minute, hold on, Vaughn. You sent it to the wrong Cash App, Sean Shoemaker? Yeah. Are you asking me or telling me? You're probably telling me. Yeah, you probably did. Because I don't remember seeing your name, darling. Oh, wow. I hope you, I don't know if you can get a refund. You got to make sure you send it to the right Cash App. It's my Cash App, the money sign, LEOLAHBM. And I have this white scarf around my head. Vaughn, you asked me about if Whitney had a secret daughter. Is that true? I don't know. But the one thing that Leolah tried to do, there was a woman, a young lady, that said that she was Whitney's daughter. And so, I even did an interview about it. I didn't want to do that interview. They had asked me about it when I told them not to because I wasn't there to discuss that. But the thing about that is, if there's somebody out there that's Whitney's child, of course I'm going to stand to try to help them, right? In this particular case, we tried to help this girl. I did everything in my power to try to help this girl. She had people from her hometown calling us saying that she was mentally unstable and that there was no such thing as her being Whitney's daughter, and that, um, again, she was mentally unstable. So, but I still, I don't listen to people, and I was really trying to help this girl, and so it was a situation where I had found out that, and we asked her to, take a DNA test. We don't know whatever happened. She never came forward to bring anything. And then in one instance, she's saying she's running for her life. She's afraid. She's scared. She doesn't. She's afraid for her life. People are trying to hurt her if she comes out, and we were right there to help her, letting her know, no, if you are Whitney's daughter, you're Whitney's daughter. I mean, there's nothing to be afraid of. But I don't know. See, I don't know to this day if I was being played with, or if that's my manager calling, and I can't talk to him right now. I know he's got good news for me, but I'm gonna have to call him back. So I don't know if I was being played with this woman. I don't know. I could not tell. But there were some other people that came in my path, pretending like they wanted to help me. And so what God did for me, He opened my eyes to the few people that were around me at that time, and God told me to back up from everybody, because there was some whispering, and you never know when somebody comes in your path if they're really genuine. You understand? I don't know if um, my enemies will send people my way to pretend that they like me. They pretend that they want to help me. You understand what I'm saying, you guys? So people will pretend that they like me, and pretend, say that they're on board to help me, and to help in situations, but then I find out that that's not what they were around me for. You understand what I'm saying? They were around me to ask me questions about Whitney's estate and her will and stuff like that. Things that don't even have nothing to do with me. And Bobby Christine is this and that. And so, and then I learned that, it was kind of like a connection. It was a circle of people, and they were all talking. So I said, you know what? I don't know what's going on here. I couldn't trust nobody. So I had to back up, because people can take my kindness for weakness. When I'm trying to help somebody and I'm loyal, I'm genuine. Leolah, ain't nothing fake about me. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I say I'm on your team, I'm on your team. You understand? But people just, I don't know. People have these ideas about you, and they mistreat you. So in that process, I backed up from everybody, because one thing you're not going to do is mistreat me. And if I find out that somebody's being sneaky, talking behind my back, plotting on me, then definitely not. No. Exclude Leolah from the circle, please, because I'm not about that. I don't have time for people's games. And so I kind of backed up. So I don't know. To this day, I don't know if that is true. We don't know. We don't know. I don't know if Whitney had a daughter. I do not know. But if it's true, then hey, let it come out. But I doubt it. I doubt if anything would ever come out the way that, from what I saw. You understand? So I don't know. I don't know. You just never know. I don't know. But I was willing to look into that. I was willing to help. But my help wasn't appreciated enough, so I had to back up. And I'm the type of person, I don't even like to say anything bad about anybody. I just, wish people well. You understand? Because I don't know what's on folks' mind. When you're out here trying to do something and you're asking for somebody's help, you know, regardless to what you've been through with somebody else, it has nothing to do with me, you know. And then also too, people have come before me and don't know me, you know. And like I said, I'm a very loyal and genuine person, and I don't play games with people. Life is too short. So people have, and I'm not saying that that particular person had ill agendas, but there were some people that came before me that really had ill intentions, and they had I believe they had a sinister agenda. Yes, and I believe had I gone any further with them, I would have found out, the hard way. So I got away from people. You know, people were stabbing me in the back for no reason. No reason. None. They had no reason to stab me in the back. And it was sad. It was a sad, sad time. But anyway, Leola's okay. Um, Let me see. Let me go back up because some people was in here first and asked questions. So I can't do that. And then I don't even know where. Oh my God. Okay. Let me make sure none of my people have, none of my members. Um, let me see. Okay, I'm scrolling. Okay, Dion, I'm gonna check my messages. Okay. Yeah, Hakeem, I took a little time for myself. Oh my God. Wait, Dion, you said yes. It's so sad. I was just watching Whitney on YouTube. Not wait a minute. Let me see. You said not the one that Pat Houston came out on with another one. Another one. What was that on YouTube? Trish Hollywood said, I just can't fathom who would want to kill Whitney. Exactly. Or my niece, Bobby Christina, and little Bobby. Children. Children. Savannah Yeeman said, how can you become a member? You cash at me, Savannah. It's money sign LEOLAHBM. Leolah BM. And you'll see me with the white scarf on. You have to cash at me. Um, yes. Yep. And to become a member. Yeah. Oh, today's your niece's birthday too, Judah, huh? Royalty. Tell your niece happy birthday. Hakeem, you still hearing a double sound? Okay, let me see. I'm going down, y'all. I'm coming to your questions. Thank you, David Brunel. Hi, Leola. Big love from Montreal. Thank you. I've been to Montreal. Carrie said, who watches the Grammys anymore? I don't know what time it started, Marianne. I have no idea. Let me see. Okay. Okay. And Alicia said people have been saying Beyonce is being controlled. She couldn't move around freely without someone holding her hand and leading her. Really? Wow. Okay, Demoy said, can you talk about how Alicia correlates to Bobby Jr.'s death? Alicia doesn't say anything. And it's mighty strange. And you know what? It's funny that you asked that because I thought about that last night after I got off the live with you guys because it was really strange how my nephew was killed. Remember when I was talking about how Whitney was overseas? I mean, Bobby was overseas when Whitney was found. And then when Bobby Christina was in hospice and all that, Alicia had him on the tour. Bobby happened to fly out of LA. We were eating in a restaurant. And little Bobby Jr. had called his phone. So Bobby had him on FaceTime. And I was sitting right next to Bobby in the restaurant. And he passed me the phone. He said, "Here's your nephew." And I said, "Hey, Bobby, little Bobby." He looked so good. He looked so good. Clean and everything. And even his girlfriend told me, little Bobby wasn't even smoking weed no more. She said he was doing so good. He was clean. He wasn't even smoking weed anymore. And then he comes up dead. What's that drug? Fentanyl in his system. And at first they wouldn't even tell us what was wrong with little Bobby. Like what was, the cause of his death. They had taken the autopsy. And I was like, why are they being silent? Why aren't they saying anything? Because it was because they knew it didn't. Little Bobby wasn't. It was. I believe that it wasn't anything like. I thought in the beginning. I said it wasn't any drugs in his system. I figured it was poison or something. But the fentanyl is poison because somebody had to slip that in his drink. And just like that psychic said, that psychic, what's her name? You all know who I'm talking about, who I mentioned. She said, little Bobby, what she saw was little Bobby hadn't realized before he knew it, he was out of his body. I believe that. I really believe that. I really believe that. I believe they brought somebody up around my nephew to do that, y'all. And let me tell you all something. Be careful out here because that is going on in a lot of places. They're doing things to people. They're putting stuff in people's drinks. Yes, they're putting stuff in your drinks and food. And you never know. You might have a friend that you really trust and you think it's cool. But if somebody comes up around them and pays them money moves people. Unfortunately, it's very sad, but money moves people like that very quickly. And if they're offered anything, yeah, if they ain't got no money, they broke. They don't know how to deal with being broke, or don't know how to go get their own money. They're gonna take that bribe. So be careful. And those of you, I don't even know why do you all want to be in the industry? I don't understand why. People I want to be this, I want to be an entertainer, I want to be a rapper, you sure you want that life? You can do a million other things. We need scientists out here, engineers. Come on. We need doctors, attorneys. I mean, seriously. We need more important people. You understand? To help us, black people. Stop. Everything shouldn't be about singing and dancing. And I know, and I think that people desire that those positions because they seek attention. They want to be the center of attention. But you know what? In this hour of time, you should want to be the center of attention in God's world. If I were you, if you only knew, be the center of attention in God's world because God needs us. Because he's changing this thing up. He's changing this world. He's taking this, and I don't mean the world is never going to end, and it just a disaster everywhere. No, that's not going to happen. No. It's going to always be people here. God is going to tear the system down. that's ruling his people wrong. You understand? That's what's going to happen. And you should want to be a part of that. You know? I mean, you can sing and dance if that's what you, I mean, and if you have those talents, you can do that without even having to go through in the industry. There are many doors you can go through today. You ain't got to go that way. You don't have to do it that way. Study people and how they do things. People like, who was that? Walker Flocka did his thing like that, Kelsey, right? Walker Flocka, um, what's his name? That sold his stuff out of his trunk. He he was just who Master P. Master P. He worked hard and did his own thing. You know, that's what y'all need to be doing. I'm telling you. But yeah, dumb way. Alicia don't say nothing about none of them. And I'm gonna tell y'all this because you all don't even know this. I got some juicy stuff for y'all tonight, which was good. You all know my niece got married. Bobby's daughter, LaPrincia. Y'all know that, right? I was so proud of my sister Kim, LaPrincia's mother. And let me tell you something, Kim ain't no punk. No. LaPrincia and little Bobby's mother. She was like Bobby's first girl. First love. Kim Ward. LaPrincia and little Bobby's mother.
Hey,
Well,
when do they have the Grammys on Uncle Bobby's birthday? Today's Uncle Bobby's birthday.
today's Bobby's birthday, and they have the Grammys on this day. My son just said, yeah, exactly. I wonder
When
what that.
when did that ever happen? That's never happened.
That ain't never happened before. I don't know.
Why
Wow,
did they do
I
that?
just realized that too.
Yeah.
Today's February 5th. My son just said it, and they got the Grammys on his uncle's birthday. But anyway, check this out. My niece gets married. Alicia comes up. Alicia comes to. Alicia comes to the wedding. They didn't, unbeknownst to them, they had no idea she was coming. I don't even think they invited her. Bobby was supposed to come by himself. And now this is what my family members told me. I wasn't there. Alicia comes in trying to orchestrate things with the producers that had the cameras and was doing the filming and what have you. Kim sees her and jumps up and says, "What are you doing here? And why are you acting like you regulating stuff around here?" No, 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 no. And she said, "Matter of fact, I think you're responsible for my son's death." Bow! And hits her. And they said my niece, LaPrincia, came around the corner, and LaPrincia, bow, hit her again, and knocked her clean out. She was out, knocked out on the floor. Yes, you guys. I said, whoa, really? Now, this happened at LaPrincia's wedding. I don't even understand why LaPrincia is in pictures with her right now. I don't know. But this happened. Oh, yes. Yes. Ain't that something? Yes, yes, yes. No, Kim don't play. Kim don't play. She does play. And we're from Boston. You know, we a lot of people from Boston don't play. Okay? Where we come from, we don't play them games. No. No, 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 no. We got some history. We've been through a lot. People up in Boston. Boston don't play. No, we not that kind of people that you can do that to. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. She thought she was gonna come up in there and regulate things and tell people what to do. And Kim looked and said, "Well, you ain't supposed to even be in my daughter's wedding here." Yeah, hauled off and knocked her out. Her and her daughter, my niece. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, you can't walk around, Alicia, thinking you can do that everywhere, honey. Mm-mm. No, I bet you got up out of Boston, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, let's see. Let me see what I'm gonna answer. What am I going to? Wait, who got questions? Yeah, the love of God and the love life. Thank you. He said that's the problem. God is in the equation anymore. And for most people, that's what's missing, the belief and love of God. I understand what you're saying. You're right. Hey, Latifa Burchett. Hey, darling. Yes. Latifa said, hey, my sister, you are right. It's dangerous and you be careful as well, especially fighting this fight, please. I was praying and I am going back to school very soon to make a difference. Okay. Pre-med, okay. Um, yeah, that's the thing. People, Allah is going to show people something, Latifa. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Allah is God. I know everybody don't believe in Allah, but I do. I do. And he's a God that he's got his hand on this. Okay? Yes. Trust and believe me. But I think that is the thing with us that that faith is really missing. You guys have to know. You have to know it is very wise to establish a relationship with God. I know we've been through a lot. I understand that. And all this stuff out here, people got all these ideas about God and who He is. And we have been lied to so much. But let me tell you something. If you would, I don't care what you believe, that's fine. Everybody has the right to believe what they want to believe. But God He's different from us. He doesn't care about what the world thinks. That's why it's okay for you to call Him a different name and He'd be okay with it because He's one person. But just establish your relationship with Him and get to know Him so that you can gain that trust with Him and He can guide you. You understand? Because God He's there with open arms, ready to guide us. But if you don't have faith in Him, how can He guide you? It's almost like when we pray, we're supposed to pray and leave it. Because if you pray and worry, then you're not giving it to God. Why worry? Just pray and leave it and have faith. You got to know that God is going to have your back, that God is going to answer your prayer, and then be patient with Him. See? Be patient with Him. Everything happens in His time. If you are patient with Him and you trust Him, then trust Him to be there and do whatever it is you're asking Him to do because He will do it. He will. He will. He's a just God and He's not a liar. He is not a liar. If He says, I'm going to sit all your enemies at your footstool, He means that. He means that. I was reading a lot of my emails, and some of you all were saying you have issues and problems. Um, oh, and one in particular I'm not going to talk about because she asked me not to talk about it. So I won't do that. Um, but I just want to let you guys know that, it doesn't matter what we go through. Life is full of trials. It is full of trials. It's a part of being human. And we have to go through things. We have to. It's God's system and way of life for us. You understand? He has to. Everything is decreed already by Him. How we were going to be, what was going to happen, and how things were going to go down with us. And the universe is there for us. Everything that you go through in life is for a every lesson is a blessing. That's my saying. I say it. Every lesson is a blessing. It is. You have to count it as a blessing, whether good or bad. You have to count it as a blessing. Because things happen, but things happen by the decisions that we make for ourselves. God doesn't put evil in front of you. No. Evil comes before us by the decisions that we make and that others make. But we can overcome things, people. We can overcome anything. No, because God can, and He's our Father, and He said He made us in the image and likeness of Him. So, in order for us to come into the mind of God, then we have to overcome our obstacles and things in life. And let me say this. I want to say this. How do I explain this? Because this is I learned this for myself. Life's trials are like, some of you think that you're going through trials that you can't handle. And that saying, God would never place a trial before you that you couldn't handle. I believe that. Yes, that is true. But you have to, let me tell you something. Look at everything this way and you'll get almost like Martin Luther King said, to the promised land quicker. If you would take on your trials, face them. Face them. When you have trials before you, face them, because it is likened to like let's say there's a ball of fire ahead of you. And in order for you to get through, you got to go that way. You got to go that way. And you got to get through that fire that you see ahead of you, right? When you get closer and closer, it's getting hot. It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And you backing up saying, oh my God, I don't want to go through this. But you got to get to that other side, because that's where you're supposed to be, on the other side of that fire. And there's no turning back. I mean, you can go back, but if you go back, that's not good, because you're going to only be turned around to come back and face that fire again. Okay? So you got to go through that fire. If you don't go through it, the next time you come back, it's going to be bigger. See? So the best thing to do is just deal with it. Go on through it. Go on through it and get it over with, because it's not going anywhere until you go through it. That's likened to trials by God. God allows us to have trials so that we get stronger. And that's how you have to look at it. That's how I looked at it. Because when you don't face your trials, it's almost like your mother telling you a person ain't cool. You should get away from that person. My mother did that with us when we were younger. She would tell us that, our friends wasn't our friends. And then we would say, oh, mommy, please, that person's my friend. But then we would later find out that that person wasn't our real friend. Some of us are dealing with people now that we thought was our friends, and they really wasn't. If you really sit down and think about what have them people done for you, spiritually, mentally, physically. I mean, seriously, compared to what you have done for them. You understand? You have to weigh your things out, your friendships with people. Don't be afraid when God takes people out your life either, because some people, they're not meant to go with you. You might have grown up with them, you might have grew up with them and been around them and really liked them. But God has allowed something to happen for you to see, to open your eyes that this person ain't your friend. You understand? And you just continue to let this person come around you and drain you, to keep draining you. Bad relationships. And you don't get it. Sometimes God won't bless you until you leave from amongst people. Yeah. Sometimes he won't bless you till you leave all them people alone and get into him so he can guide you and help you fulfill your dreams. Don't get attached to personalities and people. Don't do it. Mm-mm. Establish a relationship with God and pour your heart out to him. And I promise you, he won't let you down. And it's okay to try him. He wants you to. He's waiting for us to try him. Try him. Ask him for what you want. That's what my minister told us. Minister Farrakhan said, call out to him. Ask him for what you want. Try him. And see, don't he give it to you. And sure enough, every time I do it, he does. God is real. He ain't playing no games. It's us that's playing the games. Some of us are scared to pray because we think God ain't going to hear us because we done did so much wrong. But he hears you. Minister Farrakhan said you ain't done nothing that wrong that he won't hear you. You've done nothing that he won't forgive you for. So it's us. It ain't God. It's not him. A lot of us say we believe and we don't even believe in him. Because soon as a trial fall in front of us, we shaking our knees and we getting scared and, oh God. No, we're not fearing. We're fearing people and not God. Minister Farrakhan also said God can take the fear out of you and put it in that person. And I bear witness to that. It happened. I'll tell y'all that story later. But yeah, I've been through some stuff and I have tried God. And I know, I'm not just a believer. I know Allah is God. You understand? There's no doubt. And I want to see people, I like to see people successful. We shouldn't go through things. And if you're going through something in your life where you feel like you can't get away from, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You got to take that leap like, what's his name said? Steve Harvey. Jump. You got to jump. You got to jump. And you got to go out on faith. God will be there. He will back you. That's what you got to do. You got to take that chance that you think that you shouldn't take. Take it and have faith in God that he got your back, baby. I'm telling you, this is the right time, everybody, to try God because he's here now. This is that 1,000-year period that that is prophesied in our books about God coming for us and blessing us. This is the time. This is reaping time. So God is here. You take one step, he's going to take 3. Right up on your heels, baby. Right in front of you. He's going to be there. Trust me when I tell you, I know. I'm a living witness. I have done it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Yeah, somebody said, Shane said they was fighting at the wedding. Yeah, they were. It wasn't no fight. Alicia got beat up. Kim Kim knocked her out, knocked her down. And LaPrincia, I don't know if it might have went the other way. LaPrincia punched her. Kim knocked her out. But she was knocked out. Alicia didn't have time to fight. She didn't have no. That's how that went. Yeah, I'm telling you. And see, when you keep playing with people, you can't do that. Not when people are minding their business and people are trying to live right and do the right thing. People got to stop trying people so much. Don't do that. Stop thinking that everybody's got to take your stuff. No, they do not. No. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Latifa said, yes, I saw the episode. She's beautiful and looks just like you. Tell him happy birthday from you members. Oh, okay. I sure will. Happy birthday, Bobby. Yeah, La Princia, you think she looks like me? She looks more like my elder sister, our oldest sister. She's our oldest sister, Bethy, but she passed from cancer, liver and lung cancer. hmm How does Kim feel about Alicia? Kim don't feel no type of way about Alicia. Kim's the type of person, she minds her business, she does her thing. But she's upset right now because she, just like everybody else, feel that Alicia has something to do with the death of little Bobby. Yes. Little Bobby's mother, Kim. All of us do. Because it was mighty strange. Bobby was in a restaurant with us eating. And he had just left California. And then his son is in California and his son comes up dead? Come on. And then we find out that the place that little Bobby was actually in was under Alicia's name. It was a condo that she owned. Her name was on it, not my brother's, not Bobby's, Alicia's. And she's the one that put him out of Bobby's house. So why would you have him over here in this condo, Alicia? And you put him out of Bobby's house. See? And then he comes up dead in that place that you put him in? Now, that don't sound right, does it, you all? That don't sound right, does it? No. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with when we talk about my nephew. That is what we're dealing with. See, the truth is coming out today. Oh, yes. Ain't nowhere to run and hide no more, people. No, God said we're going to reveal everything. And if you think ain't nobody going to find out about it, you can forget that because there's a whole bunch of Leolahs. A whole bunch of me. Me's. Oh, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Let me see. He's saying something. Blessings to you all, too. Latifa says she did it or she knows who did it. I feel sorry for Bobby when he realizes what all she's done. Yes. I do too. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on, you all. I don't know. But it's a sad day. It's really sad. And all people got to do is just come to God. Man is not more powerful than God. No. Okay, I'm going back up. How was Kim's relationship with Whitney? Cool. Kim and Whitney, they never fought about. They never fought. Mm-mm. Black Diamond said, "Why did Bobby go to Whitney and daughter's gravesite with his new wife? I think that's disrespectful. I was told. I was told her. I would have. You. I guess you're trying to say I would have told her she'd have to stay in the car. Yeah, she should have stayed clear away from them because she never ever did right by Bobby Christina, Alicia. She didn't. No, Alicia is definitely what y'all call them, handlers. Definitely, she's come on. She kept Bobby Christina away from her father. That is so evil. I don't understand. Well, no, I understand. I understand. I understand it clearly now. I know who she is. I thought she was just a woman that, but yeah, Alicia was sent in. So everything that she does, she's doing it because she's being paid to do it. You understand? So if you can be that evil to do that, I have no respect for you. Mm-mm. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It is. You have to have God today, love life, because there's so much evil and wickedness happening right now. It is. Yes, Nay. Nay Hall said, faith over all. God is so good and I love him so much. Yes, Nay. Yep. Okay, let me see. Let's see. I'm not answering you guys about, some of y'all are being real petty. and I don't know if somebody's sending some of you all are in here that Pat sent in here, but you won't get those questions answered. I ain't doing it. Trying to be funny. I ain't stupid. No, Leola's not stupid. Bob said, I refused to face my trials because it was easier not to. I know a lot of people did. A lot of us ran from trials. I don't think there's a person on this planet that didn't run from a trial. We all have. But we have to learn how to be strong and just walk. Just walk in it. And the true knowledge of God will help you with that. That's why I love the Nation of Islam. I don't care what anybody says. People can say what they want to say. That is where God is at. That is where it's at. There's no place for us, you all. Y'all need to know that. Kelly Green, like the eagle, while other birds flee the storm, the eagle flies into it and soars on the winds. That's right. And Latifah Burchett, you said it all right there. That's my. We need unity in our people, and we need it now. Yes, yes, we do. Because so many of us are, we ain't Uncle Tom's, bootlickers, and just I don't know what's wrong with. I don't understand people that can't You see the world. You know the world is messed up. You can see the racism in the world. You can see the evil done by certain people, people that live in high places. And you would still try to hurt your brothers and your sisters. You are from the devil. You gotta know this. If you can take, take money from somebody to do such a thing to your own people, that's ugly. Do you know how ugly that is to God? Wow. I mean, this world is it ain't gonna be many of us left. The Bible says the road is narrow. Many are called, many, but only a few are chosen. Just a few. Why? Because everybody ain't believing the right way. That's why. God is calling everybody out of this world. He's calling us out because he's getting ready to strike. And he's trying to save you. That's why he's calling folks out of the world. Yes. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. And all I'm trying to do is help people. I'm not no saint. I'm not no holier than thou person. Ain't none of us perfect. But we're perfect enough for God. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Oh, my God. Thank you. Atlanta home cleaning. I'm going through a life trial right now. Your video's been so insightful to me. Oh, thank you. God bless you. I pray that it gets better for you. Just flee to God. Just wrap your arms around him. I'm telling you. And he got your back. Bob said, my divorce was horrific, but I learned so much. When you sleep with a dresser in front of your bedroom door with your baby, you know it's time to go. Oh, my God. 3 to my name. Is that $3 to my name and I got to leave? Oh, whoa. What? What's going on, Bob? Wow, darling, I'm so sorry. Let me tell you something. I don't care what you go through, though. You might cry today, but tomorrow the sun has to come out. After the rain comes sunshine. So, suffer a bit. You'll suffer a bit. But like they say, there's joy in the morning. After difficulty comes ease, as we say in the nation. Yes, after difficulty comes ease. It gets easier. Like I say, it gets greater later. It gets greater later, baby. It does. It does. And the one thing that I think that we should always do, never do, is curse God in the midst of our pain, of us going through what we got to go through. Don't ever curse him. No, just say, dear God. I don't never ask for anything to be easy for me. I always ask God to just give me the strength to deal with it. That's it. Just give me the strength and the will to keep going and to keep believing in him. Because I don't ever want to be thrown off. Because we can. We can be up today and down tomorrow about God. I don't want to be one of those people. Mm-mm. No, not me. Please, no. Nay, we can control our lives. God is powerful over all human beings, yep. But we can control our lives. We can. We can, beloved. Yes, Kelly Green said, life is about decisions and consequences. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. And we have to always remember that. Yasmin Reed said, when I lost my baby daughter, that's when I had to learn to trust in him 100% and surrender. Yes, ma'am. Yes. God is just. He's a rewarder of those, but Kelly said, who diligently seek him, not stuff. Yes. Yes, Latifa. Allah is most merciful. That's right. hmm God is real. This 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 world has been. Gemini said, Miss Leola, do you wear a foundation? If so, what foundation is it? When I wear foundation, I wear MAC. Uh-huh. And what was I getting ready to say? Oh, you just threw me off. Oh, this world has been messed up for so long. It's been messed up for so long. So God is here now. And when God is trying to call us out of this world, when God is trying to get our attention, of course, things are gonna happen because we don't answer to him like we should. What I mean by that is when he's giving us signs, and everybody's getting them today. Everybody on this live, I am sure, has been going through something more than they ever have been lately. And that's because God is calling us. He's trying to get us to see something. He's calling us out of this world. And he's trying to get us to pay attention to him. And the more we reject, and the more we, and let me tell you something. Don't be afraid to come to God. Don't, and I mean, whatever you believe about God, wherever, don't be afraid that somebody else is going to be upset with you, that you turn into God or you want to change your life. Man, let me tell you something. When I started studying Islam, do you know how many people talked about me? Oh, she thinks she's all that now. She don't do this no more. She don't do that no more. People don't like to see you do. I said, wow, why can't they say, wow, it's a good thing that I'm not doing what I used to do. And I found something better. It shows you that people really they don't even want to come to God. They want you to stay down there in the gutter with them. They don't want to see you come out and do good. Mm-mm. That's too much like right. And then, Lord, don't try to preach to them. Don't try to tell them what they should be doing. They just going to talk about you, and, oh, you think you all this, and you don't do nothing no more, and you're crazy for believing in Farrakhan, because Farrakhan will brainwash you. Yes, he washed my brain from the dirty stuff that was in that this where I came from out of this world. God, I was getting ready to say something else. Yes, he brainwashed me, and I'm glad I'm brainwashed. My brain is washed from the filth and dirt of this world. Yes. So I'm proud to say that my brain is washed. Thank you. And I don't know why a lot of people can't. See that Farrakhan speaks the truth. He speaks the truth. Ain't nobody ever called him a liar because you can't. He never lied on anybody. He is always speaking the truth. People just can't face the truth. And then they don't like God. They don't love God enough. I don't care if it was a green man standing telling me the truth. I'm going to listen and I'm going to follow. Yes. Doesn't matter who it is. And if somebody told me that God was around the corner and I said, you a liar, and I never went to see, I'm not that foolish. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go around that corner. I want to know. Because what if you're wrong? Just because you're hearing something that you never heard before, you don't want to hear nothing. Because that ain't what you're used to hearing. You understand? This is why a lot of people don't like Islam. Because they think it's a strange religion. It's a peaceful religion. And it's a righteous religion. And it's not even it's a way of life. Islam it's a way of life. And it's peaceful. A patient religion. Where people are patient with you. You're not forced to be a Muslim. You're not forced. No, you're not. And that's why I love Islam. No, we don't believe in forcing. No, you're not forced to do anything. They got a lot of bad rumors out there talking about Islam, and it's sad, and it's not right. I ain't never been more happier in my life. Never. And more at peace. Being a Muslim. Never. I love it. I don't ever want to be nowhere else. No, I do not. Okay, you said Alicia's birthday post to Bobby today was shady with the mentioning of family. She is too much. What did she say? Yeah, I know. Hey, Rich, my manager. That's my manager. He's on, baby. There he is. Ah. You was calling me, Rich, and I said, there's my manager, but I couldn't answer. Yes, Latifah said we need to study history. Every time we stood together, we were successful. That's right. I want to oh, Elizabeth, you're welcome. I want you all to know what my manager is doing for me. Elizabeth said, I thank you for everything you're doing. I know Nippy and Bobby are so grateful for what you're doing and all you have done. Yes, I know they are too. Yes. I hope so, Dumbway. I hope so. Said you think Bobby's coming to his senses. Black Diamond said, I remember on the show after Whitney died, Bobby Christina was calling her father, and he wasn't answering. She was saying that he was too busy with his new family. It wasn't that. It was Alicia. Let me tell you all what she does. Alicia holds Bobby's phone, and she's blocked all of our numbers out of his phone. That's what she does. I remember Bobby saying to me one day, why haven't you called me? You don't call me. And I said, yeah, I do. I called you. And he said, no, you didn't. I haven't called. And I said, look in your phone. And I think he looked in there and he didn't see it. And I said, you know what? But somebody had come, somebody that was around them had came and told me that Alicia takes his phone and deletes certain things. And she does what she will. She'll block people in his phone and stuff. She has taken full control over my brother's life. And it's sad. Bobby doesn't need a woman like that. A man has to wear the pants in a relationship, people. Women, We have to learn. We are so, women are more feistier than men. Do y'all know that? We are. And we have to learn how to control ourselves. But see, in Alicia's case, it's different because she's not just your regular, woman. She's been sent in to do everything that she's doing. But you can tell that's they picked the right one because that's her. That is her. She's that's the person that she is. You understand? When you be around her, you know. Yeah. Alicia is very, very, very feisty. hmm And she likes to wear the pants in their relationship. Yes. She loves wearing the pants in Bobby in her relationship. Yes, she does. But no man is ever going to be happy with a woman that wants to run him, rule him. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. And men, don't get fooled. A woman cannot fall in love with you if you allow her to do that. Know that. Know that. Minister Farrakhan taught on this, you all. Yes. A woman, women, you all know I'm speaking the truth. If we could run a man and just run over him and run and tell him what to do, you all know we can't fall in love with him, can you? We'll be calling him punks. He's a punk. He do anything I say. I don't want a man like that. No, my man got to be strong and stand up to any and everybody, even my family. I don't know. I don't want no yes boy. No, 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 no. Women, y'all know I'm telling the truth. You all know I'm telling the truth. But I don't think, I don't. In this case, I really don't believe that my brother's in his right mind. I believe that, like I said, and I think that spiritual advisor or whatever you call them, tea readers. I think she even said it that Bobby was being poisoned. I believe wholeheartedly that Alicia is poisoning my brother. hmm Yes, I do. I really believe that. I strongly believe that. And that's the sad part. My brother's in a position where it's like he can't help himself. And Bobby loves his children so much. So, of course, he's going to stay and take care of his children. He's going through so much. He doesn't deserve a woman like Alicia. Bobby's, he doesn't. Mm-mm. Danelle Petaway said, Leolah, I don't mean any harm, but don't you think that your brother has to take partial blame when it came to his daughter? Yes. He didn't stand up for his child. I don't mean any harm. And I know you don't, darling. I know. I know. And I mean, that's only right. That's real. That's common sense. Like, and on the other hand, you can say that. And I say that. But then you got to think about them poisoning him. What do we say about that? That's the only thing. I'm thinking that because Bobby is not himself. We're even saying that. Family members are saying he's not himself. He's not the child that my mother and father raised. No. My brother doesn't even look the same. He doesn't even look the same. I wish I could. If I just need 30 days with my brother. I wish I could just have 30 days with him. I would turn his whole life around. Feed him, I want to feed him his meals every day and tell him I will pull him off of that medication that he's on. His heart would be 100% better if my brother would let me take care of him. I'd have his heart straight. I'd have his whole body. He'd be looking like a brand new man. I can't get to him now. And you know, my whole family bared witness to me healing my father. Yep. Everybody saw that. I only spent 4 or 5 days with my father in California. He had 4th stage cancer, and I healed him. I was healing him. The doctor, the specialist, said they couldn't see the cancer in him anymore. But at the same time, I kept telling my father I had to continue pulling it out of him. I needed him to give me more time with him. But my dad didn't want to, he didn't want me to continue. So, but, you know, because it takes a total of 90 days in all. But I was saying, if I can get 30 days with Bobby alone, if I can just get 30 days with him, he would feel so good that he would let me continue. Oh, yeah. He would feel that good. He would feel a big difference. He wouldn't look the same. He wouldn't feel the same. He'd have more energy. And his heart would start coming back. He don't need to be on that medicine, that hot medicine they got him on. Ain't no telling what them doctors are giving him. And I don't even know who his doctor is. The doctors could be down with it. You understand what I'm saying? Alicia's sending, who knows that the doctors that my brother is going to are 100. You know? I was watching their show when Bobby was, when he was talking, remember when he was talking to the doctor and he said, I haven't taken the medicine, I stopped taking it. Her eyes was like, she was like, no, you got to take the medicine. And I was like, no, he shouldn't have to take that medicine. I think that medicine's too much, and I'm scared that my brother's going to pass out one day on stage. Yes, I am. Yep. I'm really afraid that may happen. Well, all I can do is pray. That's all I can do is pray for my brother. Pray that God will bring him on home. Allow him to come home safely. Yep. Thank you. Latifa Bersha said, God sent me here to build with you, beautiful. If I start typing too many messages, let me know. I will slow down. But I feel this in my heart and soul that I am supposed to be here with you guys. You are, Latifa. You are. Anybody that feels this way, I just hope that nobody is in here that has been sent to try to sabotage Leolah. That's what I hope. I hope that people are 100. I really do. I love you too, Shy Fishburne. Yep. Gabe said, I had to super chat. Leolah, listen to this. Pat Houston blocked me on Instagram after I commented on her post. She insulted me. She called me a name. She did, Gabe. Oh, my God. Why would she do that? Oh, my God. I had to do a super chat, Leolah. Listen. Wow. Wow, Gabe. What did you say? Text me again and tell me what you said and what she said. Young Rich Skinny said Pat Houston cussed out a few people on Instagram. I was shocked that she knew how to cuss. Oh. Kelly Green said, Gabe, she can't block God's judgment, though. That's right. That's right, Kelly. uh, Young Rich said Pat needs to cuss out her hairdresser. Whoever installed her wigs. Y'all are funny. You are so welcome, Chef Finest Wine, Gabe. Thank you, Chef Finest Wine, looking out for me. Y'all give a shout out to my manager. Rich is on. Give a shout out to him too. Who's that? Nefertiri P. Hey, Miss Leola, I joined yesterday. You did? God bless you too. When did you join? What name did you use? You joined, did you pay on YouTube? Have you ever listened to Pastor Gino Jennings? No. I don't know, Kelly. Bobby can't have a phone. Why Bobby can't have a phone? Alicia don't want. She won't let him. Yes, Kelly Green, Princess. Witchcraft can be broken through prayer. Yes, it can. Let me tell y'all something. I tell people all the time, don't believe you. If you believe in that stuff and you allow that to take over you, I got a strong spirit. Let me tell you something. Woo, baby. When I tell you Allah is with me, my faith is strong in Allah. And I know. Let me tell you where I get my strength from. I get my strength from watching Minister Farrakhan, looking at that man. Okay? And if you all can't see that that man has God with him, look at how many years he's been standing up speaking to us. And they've been trying to get him for forever. The whole time he's been standing up. You understand? Minister Farrakhan is here in this world as an example for people to look at and see the God that protects him. That's what he's supposed to be for you all, but y'all ain't paying attention. They killed everybody else. They can't get him because God is with him. That is the God that I believe in. Yes. And his faith alone is what keeps his faith alone is what keeps God with him. Yeah, I said it right. You understand? That man got faith, strong, unwithering faith. Yes. Yep. You won't have nothing to worry about when you got God. Nothing to worry about. LaShawn Beautiful said when he's in interviews, she looks at his mouth, don't she? As if she doesn't want him to say too much. Yeah, she be wanting to talk for him. I know you're talking about Alicia. Yeah, everybody says that. Mm-hmm. She wants to talk for him. Yep. Kelly Green said, when you Google Bobby, there are pics of him and her and Whitney all over the place. That's right. Hey, Stephen Atkinson said, hey, Leola. Thank you, Jack Mack. Latifah said, does Bobby have anyone still on his staff who you can get a message to him or set up a meeting? Oh, yeah, I can get to my brother. Yeah, I can. Matter of fact, I told you all I talked to Bobby not too long ago. My other brother Tommy. Yeah. I talked to Bobby. But I just want to sit down with my brother. That's what I want to do. I do. I really do. I want to sit down with my brother and talk to him, and I want to tell him how much I love him, and I want to apologize to him and tell him that I'm not out here because sometimes Bobby feels bad when I talk about his wife. And he don't understand that I have to, brother. I can't allow her to do this. I can't. If I don't say anything, they're going to continue to just think that they can walk all over us. And no, 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 no. I need to let them know that I see them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I hope Bobby stays up on his health. Alicia, no. Bobby has a bad heart. She knows he needs to be resting right now. He does. He needs to be resting. Um, yeah. Miss T. Yvonne said Bobby's wife is taking advantage of Bobby's weakness because I believe he's living with an enormous amount of guilt from Whitney and Bobby's death and suffering from depression. I'm sure he's on meds. Why would you say that, though? He's dealing with suffering from depression. A lot. He's suffering guilt. What do you mean by that, though? I think maybe it is. Maybe he is having a little guilt. But why would he have guilt? I don't think it's too much of guilt for Whitney because he wasn't the one that asked for the divorce in the beginning. Whitney was feeling a little guilty about that. And she came back begging for his hand. And he did say yes. So he did. He was going to marry Whitney again. Um, he didn't get the chance to because when he was overseas again, Alicia had his stuff overseas. Guilty with Bobby Christina, I think maybe, yeah. Because he should not have let his wife do that to him. So yeah. Yeah. But the meds that he's on is for his heart. Okay? That's the meds that he's on. Um, yep. Mm. Atlanta Holmes said, tell Pat, hello for us. Got Whitney selling perfume at Walmart. Nobody buying it from what I see. Yeah, I hope not. Is my manager Rich still on? Rich, are you still on? Yes, Judah. Bobby should go see the herbalist guy who tried to help Bobby Christina. Yes, he should. That is Dr. Jolly. Yeah, it is a shame, ain't it, Stephen? I'm the only one interested in truth. It is. It's sad. It's sad. And the thing about it is on both sides of our family, people are just afraid, you know. But I'm just one that look. I don't fear nothing but God. At the end of the day, I don't have time to be fearing people. I'm gonna say God gave me this mouth. You understand? And God sustains my life. So I can't be afraid. No, I give all my love and all power to God. God has power over me, this body, and soul. See? So, and if he shall let them have my body, I'm still gonna love God. And that's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta be with God. Because you gotta go anyway. You just have to go. The minister Farrakhan said you just got to die the death of a Muslim, which means one who gives their will to God. That's all it means. Or die the death of a Christian, one who gives their will to God. You've got to die that way. Otherwise, You don't think you're going to see God. See? A lot of people think they're going to God and they ain't because they fear man too much. Not fearing man. You can't fear man. You have to know, you have to speak the truth and show God that you have faith in him and you know that he got your back. He's gonna protect you. That's where I'm at. I believe in my God and I believe he will protect me. I believe he won't let nothing touch one hair on my head. I believe that. 150%. Otherwise I wouldn't be talking, right? Yep. I know. Samantha said, how does Pat sleep at night? I know. Jack Mack said, I wish you could tell your story on 2020. 48 hours, Dateline, and 60 Minutes. Yeah, I would do them. I would. I would do them if they called me. I would. Yep. But see, people like that are not going to call me, you guys. Because they're not going to put this truth out there like that. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know you all. It's something, you know. You'd be amazed, the people that don't want the truth. You would. Yeah. You would be amazed. It's sad. It is really sad. Like, I don't know. I don't understand people, man. I do not understand people. But, you know, we live and we learn. And Bobby is going to have to either just let go and let God and come out of there and just come on and say, you know what? To hell with it. I'm going to sacrifice my life and I'm coming to God. I don't care. I'm going to walk away no matter how painful it is because God will comfort that heart. He will comfort his heart. God is ready for Bobby. He is. Bobby just got to put his faith in God and come on. If he did that, he would make history. He would. God would show him that he got his back. Yeah. Bobby would literally make history. Something never done before. Prove to the world. He said, Pat, Gogo said, Pat cannot hide from the truth. Even before I found your channel, I knew something was up. Anytime she talked about Bobby, Christina, or Whitney, her face said it all, that she did not care about them at all. She doesn't. She was so jealous of Whitney. And, oh, knew I had something to tell you all. Guess what? Another thing that everybody should be looking at. Remember Pat sat on Oprah and said her and Whitney were close? And was she on Oprah? She said they was close. It was Oprah she was on. And she said, I think it was the Oprah show she was on. And she said her and Whitney were close when she was married to, she was getting married to Gary. Whitney was marrying Bobby and her and Whitney was, how come Whitney didn't, if they were so close, how come Whitney didn't make her a bridesmaid in the wedding? Whitney didn't even choose her as a bridesmaid for the wedding. It was me, Robin, Cece Winans, Felicia, my sister Carol, and I think was Pebbles in it? Was Pebbles? I think. But Pat wasn't in it. No, Whitney didn't choose her to be in her wedding. Y'all don't. The signs are there, you all. I mean, come on now, think about that. And I hope that some of these people that are out here interviewing Pat would wake up and see that part. Whitney didn't even choose her. And she sat on that talk show. She sat on that show and told that lie and said that her and Whitney were very close. And I forget how she worded it, but she said, because I was looking at it like, what the heck is she talking about? She was like, yeah, we would sit up and laugh and talk about how we. I'm like, this woman is crazy. She's delusional. Whitney ain't never did that with her. When I lived with Bobby and Whitney, and this is the honest truth, when Pat, I can count the times on one hand that Pat came over to that house, and most of the time she stood outside. Whitney didn't even want her in the house. Y'all ain't hearing me. Whitney did not stop. You know, whenever Pat did come around, she was forced on Whitney I believe, through her mother. I really do. And then in the end, after Whitney divorced Bobby, that's when she started coming. Whitney, because if Whitney and Bobby hadn't divorced, I would have been with Whitney because I would have went back to her and worked for her as her assistant because she wanted me to. She didn't want me to leave her, but I had gotten married and my husband said he didn't want me working because I was living with him. Whitney wanted me there with her at all times. She's like, no, you have to live with me. So I had to stay there. But then she wanted me to marry this man because she loved him so much because he looked like her father. So he said, well, I don't want my wife working. I don't want my wife working. She's like, no, I need her. She has to stay with me, be with me. He said, no. And she was like, okay, all right. I want to see her happy. So yeah, okay. So Whitney, she was feeling bad for me. She was like, I know, bad as I want to hold my sister, I want her to be happy too, because she know I needed a husband. You know what I mean? But I just wish that I wish I had stayed with her. My God. I really wish I could have stayed with Whitney. She would be here. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Boy, if I had been with her at that hotel. And I think they know that, y'all. They know that. They know that if the Browns were there, there's no way it could have went down. Oh, we would have made so much noise. What? Oh, we'd have tore that hotel up. Oh, we'd have went out. We'd have went out some soldiers. You'd have known. It'd have been all over the news. Because it wouldn't have went down right. Something would have went wrong. Because I done been to war. I done been in many battles, many wars. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy, baby. I'm telling y'all. No, they knew to pull Whitney away from us. They did. They knew. They first conspired to her and Bobby to divorce, and then they worked on her. They worked on her. It was like, we got her now. She divorced Bobby. We gonna get her. The Browns ain't gonna be around no more. Wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. It's all right, though. God sees everything. Yeah, I don't know. Samantha Jason, Leolah, you gangster. Yeah, well, I tell you what, real talk, I've been with a lot of real gangsters, the real ones. hmm Yeah, I was the other half to a real gangster, and people that know me, they know where I come from, they know where I was born and raised, and they knew my children's father. Oh, he was real gangster. With all due respect, he was. But now, today, God is the big gangster. That's the big gangster. God. Master Farad Muhammad. Oh, he's so gangster. I wish you all understood. I wish y'all knew. I'm telling y'all, y'all better study on Master Farad Muhammad. I want everybody to go to YouTube and look at Minister Farrakhan's tape. Listen to how he talks about Master Farad Muhammad. So you can get acquainted with this God. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all don't understand. You may hear some things you never heard before, but that's because of the world that we live in. Those that are in power never, ever, ever wanted us to know the truth. So we was never taught the truth. Do you all hear me? But Farrakhan got the truth. Yes, he does. Latifah said you could tell Pat was forced on her when they were out together the night Whitney's leg was bleeding. She didn't look like she was having a good time with Pat. She wasn't. Whitney probably knew something was up with Pat. Pat, and you see how they were just all up on her? You understand? They were just all up on her. Wow. They disappeared and did all kind of stuff, man. It's just sad. I wish I was at that hotel, boy. I wish I was at the hotel when Aaliyah got that phone call. And if I had been with Whitney and somebody called Whitney's niece and said, your aunt needs to get out of that hotel, see, Aaliyah would have been able to tell me that. I would have been able to see that, though. I would have been able to see. That's why that's why they did that to Whitney while we weren't there, you guys. Because they known that we would have seen this. They know this, that we would have seen everything and none of that would have went down. They know this. They know this. There's no way it would have went down. Because I can see through people very easily. And I would have seen through everything that they was doing. First of all, Ray J wouldn't have been there if I was there. Oh, no. Pat wouldn't have been there if I was there. If Pat would have definitely not been there. You understand? So it probably would have been a whole, I don't know, it might have been a whole crew of other people. I don't know. But one thing's for certain, it wouldn't have went down. It just couldn't have went down. It couldn't have took place. Don't believe it would have. Nope. I'd have got Whitney up out of there. You hear me? Oh, yeah. She'd have been out of there. Yep. Because I would have called the Nation of Islam. I sure would have. I would have called my brothers. I would have made one phone call. Just one. And I'd have had that whole place around it. You better believe it. Yep. Young Rich Skinny said, didn't they call when Bobby Christina was getting beaten by Nick? No. And Pat Houston said, don't go get her. No. What was going on was, that was before Chrissy was being beat by Nick. Chrissy was calling people, telling them to please come and get her because she felt like something funny was going to happen. She called my niece Mimi. And Mimi said, no, I'm not coming to get you. Mimi was the last person that she called. And Mimi would not go get her. I don't know if that was Pat's orders or if that was just Mimi being the evil Mimi that she is. Who knows? But had Mimi got her, Chrissy would have been alive. Well, then again, I don't know because Mimi is Pat's puppet. So Mimi would have took her wherever Pat told her to take her to. You understand what I'm saying? Because Mimi's just a pawn. Mimi's just somebody that Pat is using to she's just playing a game. She's playing a game. She's got Mimi up under her belt. But trust me when I tell you, Pat already crossed Mimi. She's already crossed Mimi. Mimi went back to her. Mimi's not all the way there. She doesn't even understand everything that's going on. But then again, I think she does. I just think that she doesn't care. I really do. I think that she doesn't care because Mimi was also angry with Whitney. Whitney fired her, from what my sister told me. Mimi was very angry with Whitney. So she didn't care. She didn't give it, hoot. And that's cold. That is so cold. But Pat's got something in her mouth. She's pacifying her, you know, making her. Whatever Pat's doing to Mimi, they might be poisoning her too. They might have her where they got her where they ain't gonna let her go either. You understand? But I guarantee you, now Pat dropped Mimi like a hot brick. Now I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that part right there. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Thank you, God. God doesn't want me to say that part right now. But yeah. Oh yes, Latifah, that was premeditated. They have been planning that. That's why they made sure she didn't talk to me. Yep. No, Judah, I haven't met Aaliyah. I don't know why Bobby Christina didn't speak out. What happened? What do you mean speak out? For what happened at the with her being found in the bathtub? I don't know. Bobby Christina just didn't speak out about it. She was probably more scared and nervous than anything. She didn't, and I thought about that too, but she didn't. She didn't speak out about it. Nobody did. Why didn't they speak out about it? You all are supposed to be her guardians, Whitney's people that are working for her. Y'all didn't tell that story. Why? Why didn't they get on Oprah and say, why didn't Pat get on Oprah and say, Oprah, do you know that Bobby Christina was found in the bathtub the day before too? You know why Pat didn't say anything to Oprah? Because that was why she didn't answer Whitney's phone calls. Because she sat on Oprah's show and said, I didn't answer her calls all that day. Why? Because she knew that's what Whitney wanted with her. Whitney was looking for all of them to ask them why her daughter was woken up in that bathtub. Mm-hmm. Of course, Jack Mack. Do I think Pat watches my lives? Yeah. Yeah, Whitney cussed Pat out multiple times, Timbry. Yeah, I know it. Gigi. I want my brother to see the truth and leave her too. Hattie Anderson. Then the fact that y'all got so many stories on Whitney Houston, but yet, what about what the fans want to know? Do something. What? I don't understand what you're talking about. Do something like what? Have you been watching my videos? You need to look at my videos before you talk, yelling out, do something. Look at my videos. Because anybody that's been following me, listening to my videos, you understand why nothing's been done. It ain't no secret no more, honey. So y'all can just, with all that, come on now. Yes. Yes, can y'all hit the thumbs up button? How could she be so busted up and no one say anything? Exactly, Shirley. Exactly. Right. And you're right, God's little princess. Whitney didn't drown. She was murdered. Absolutely. Yep. Chef Finest Wine, you might need to. Who is this Hattie Anderson? Yeah, you can go ahead and block her. Because I see yeah, Pat might have sent her in here. You can go ahead and block her. Yeah, block Hattie Anderson. Thank you, Latifa. She had a lot going on. Barbie Christina, she lost her mother and she had a million demons coming for her and her mother. She was probably in shock. She was. And Barbie Christina was she was new to the earth. Basically, she was a young girl. Come on. And sheltered by her mother and father. So who knows what was going on in Chrissy's head? She don't, she's not used to stuff like that. Kinfolk Music. I heard Whitney read a magazine that she has died at the hotel prior to her dying, and she was upset. Really? Thank you, Paula Taylor. Thank you, darling. If you don't like what's being said on this channel, by all means leave. Because we're going to do this every day. Yes, we are. Hattie is Pat. Yeah, Hattie is Pat. Yep. Talking about some Hattie. That was probably Pat. Get out of here, Pat. Somebody said, where's Chef, your moderator? Yeah, please get her, Chef. She shouldn't have even been up in here. He didn't see her. And sometimes you can miss stuff. And Lee Edwards said, block Hattie. Thank you, Lee. Latifah says she needs to be blocked. She's talking to the wrong one about sacrifice. They were murdered. Exactly. Thank you for sharing the truth. LG. Everybody's saying block Hattie. I didn't even see all that. Team Leolah. Thank you, Lee Edward. Bye, Hattie Mae. Shut by his wife. Oh, God. People are going to see. They're going to be sorry that they even did all that to me. You know? Everybody's going to, the people that didn't stand with me, they're going to be sorry because God is going to show them something in a minute. They're going to be like, and I'm sure there's some people here that didn't even believe me in the beginning, and now you're on my team, after you hear the truth. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk to you all about. Because, and I think it's only fair that I do owe you all an explanation as to why I didn't come out in the beginning. Because I'm a fair person. And I don't mind answering that question. When some people say, well, why didn't you come out in the beginning, Leolah? Why can't you come straight? Well, first of all, don't forget I had to do my investigations and get everything right. Yes, and it did take some time. I had to make sure that everything, that all my I's were dotted and all my T's were crossed. Everything I said was accurate. You understand what I'm saying? I went and I talked to people, and then God was allowing people to come to me, like the nurse, and Allah was helping me with this case. But at the same time, let me tell you what was going on with Leolah. When Whitney first died, when we first got the news about Whitney, you all didn't know. I was suffering with a tumor in my stomach I had a tumor about this. Don't y'all cry, because I'm all right now. I had a tumor in my stomach about, they said it was the size of a 5-month-old baby. I, my, my blood was low. My iron was low. I was eating a lot of ice all the time because, my iron was very low. So I had this big tumor in my stomach. And I'm talking about when I walked down the street, people were looking at me saying, "Oh my God, I know you're going to be glad to get rid of that baby. That baby ready to come out of there." I wasn't even pregnant. My mother and everybody was planning my funeral. This is what you all don't know. They were planning my funeral because they thought I had cancer. Yes. My children believe that my ex-husband, not the one from the nation, not Minister Rockman, the other brother that asked for me, had poisoned me. Hmm? My children and my family, they believe that he was poisoning me. I don't know how true that is. I had a specialist do a biopsy on me in Texas. I had a specialist do a biopsy on me in Atlanta. And and both specialists said the tumor was benign. Praises be to Allah. I didn't have cancer, but I wanted a third opinion, so I went back home to my hometown and got checked there. And they said, "You are healthy." But by that time, by the time between um, Texas and Atlanta, I was taking herbs a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. But my ex had moved me to Texas for a minute, and everybody thinks that he was trying to get me out that way so he could kill me. This is what I'm being honest with you. I'm just keeping it real. They thought he was trying to move me out that way so that he could kill me. And this is another story that I got to talk to you all about that you don't know. Leolah was going through a lot. This is what I was going through while you all was seeing me on TV. Y'all see how fat my face was in the beginning when I was fighting for Whitney? I was going through it. But I was silent. I didn't tell nobody what I was. I was in pain. I was suffering and fighting for Whitney. I was suffering hard, but I was still standing on 10 toes down for my sister with a big belly and all. And I'm talking about pain that you can't imagine. Yes, when I did that interview and I was screaming out for Chrissy, and I said, "Chrissy," I had that yellow on, and I said, "Chrissy, I believe that I said, Chrissy's life is in danger. She shouldn't trust nobody but me, her father, and her grandfather." I was messed up that day. I was in so much pain. I was on medication and everything. Y'all don't understand what I've been through. But I still stood up. I still was fighting. I still had the beast. I was a beast. I was like, "No. I said, sickness and all, I'm going to fight. I said, if I got to die doing this, I'm going to have to fight. I'm fighting for Whitney. I promise y'all, God is my witness. My kids were worried about me. Everybody was. They was like, "You're sick. You can't be going out." I was standing up for Whitney. That's why I'm saying, that's why I don't care today if I stand alone. Because I fought for her when I was in so much pain. You can't even imagine the pain that I was in. I was in a lot of pain, you all. And just to think about it. But let me tell you how God blessed me. Let me tell you how God blessed me. After they did my surgery, I had serious surgery. The doctor said, we're going to have surgery again. But you've been through so much, we have to wait. Because I thought it was something else sitting on my ovary. Well, it was. The tumor that was so big was sitting on my ovary, but there was something else there. All the herbs that I have been taking, from Dr. Sabi to Dr. Jolly, healed me. I don't have to have surgery no more again. No, ma'am. No, sir. Leolah is fine today. But I got that big tumor removed. Yes. You talk about pain. If I ate one French fry, I was this big, I was skinny. And it was just all belly. But the camera, I told them when I was doing interviews, I said, don't you show my stomach. I walked in one hospital here in Atlanta. As soon as I walked in, Northside Hospital in Roswell, Northside Hospital. I walked in and sat down. They didn't even take my blood pressure, blood, or nothing. The lady looked at me. She said, that's cancer. I said, no, it's not. She said, yes, it is. I said, no, it's not. I said, and I'm not going to let you tell me that this is cancer. She said, it is. I can look at you and tell that that's cancer. I said, you haven't even taken my blood pressure. I got up and walked out of there. I said, I know I'm not staying here. I said, that's okay. And I left. And that's when I went back home. But yeah, you all, it's so much more to this story though. I was in a lot of pain. I was suffering so much. Every interview that I did with Whitney, just about, I was suffering so much. I had to have serious surgery, and I did. Yep. I'm fine today. That's why I look a little different. God healed me. But I was going through it, and I had to fight alone. And then on top of that, my ex-husband that my children kept telling me was poisoning me, he abandoned me and left me. Just got up and left and disappeared and abandoned me. Yes. No, and I'm talking about I didn't even do nothing. I didn't do anything wrong. I just guessed that he got tired. They say, Mommy, he got tired because God didn't let him kill you. Because I busted him. I busted him on a computer one day. He was FaceTiming somebody. And it looked like the man was angry with him. It was a white man on the other end of his computer. And he was looking at him into the computer like, and I came out and I looked and I said, who is that? He slammed the computer down real fast. He said, that ain't nobody. And I said, who was that? And he didn't want to tell me who it was. But yeah, my children didn't trust him. And he did a lot of things to me, you guys. A lot of things to me. Oh, yeah. But it's all going to come out. It's all coming out slowly but surely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. But that's what happened. That's another reason why I didn't come out with everything too, because I had to, in the midst of me doing my investigations for Whitney, know that I was in pain, traveling, talking to people, even when I went to California. I am sick and I'm still fighting for Whitney. You understand me? But I got all my strength back right now. Oh, yeah. Yes, that's something that you all didn't even know. And I said I was going to tell you all one day, I was going to write another book. Yes. I was going to write another book on it and tell people While people was talking about me, they was saying so much stuff. And I was like, they don't even understand. They don't even know what I've been going through or what I had to go through to stand up for Whitney. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. But God is so good. He is so good. Wait a minute, Miss Joan. I'll have to ask you after the live is over. What's going on? What did I miss? I was so busy talking, Joan. I'm sorry. She said, Joan said, Chef, ask Leolah to pin your chat. What chat? Thank you, you all. What pin what chat? What chat y'all talking about? Yeah, you guys. That's why when I tell you all I'm serious, when I ask you all to help me and support me, I really mean it. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know what I've been through. I even I tried to, never mind. A lot of stuff is in the book. A lot of stuff is in the book. Y'all don't know what I've been through. Y'all have no idea. And I'm talking about, I had to walk around with that tumor in my stomach for a long time because they kept saying my iron was too low to do the surgery. And then it was, my stomach was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And they was like, we can't do it, but you're going to have to. They kept saying, Texas and Atlanta kept saying, you got to get your iron right because you'll die on the table if we do the surgery. I kept taking them herbs, taking them herbs, taking them herbs, taking them herbs. When I got to Boston, the doctors up there said, what? Who told you that? Atlanta and Houston, I said, yeah, the nurses and doctors in Boston. And one of the nurses said to me, she said, they don't like us Yankees up here. I said, what? She said, your blood, everything on you is fine. I said, what? She said, your blood count, everything. And it was a Friday. She said, we can do this surgery Monday. I said, really? She said, yes, the doctor's just not here. She said, but you're fine. You're nice and healthy. We can do this. The tumor's benign, and we can do this. So I don't know where that tumor came from, but they took it. Yes. But I was in a lot of pain, you guys. So much. The best doctors are up north. Massachusetts, because those doctors they go to Harvard, so they're the best. If I had to let the doctors in Atlanta or Houston, Texas do it, I probably wouldn't be sitting here. Well, they wouldn't do it. But yeah, they was diagnosing me wrong too. They wasn't diagnosing me wrong. I think that my iron was low. Let me take that back. I think my iron was low, but when I was taking the herbs so much, I was just curing myself. I was eating them herbs like no. That's why people can't tell me about herbs. I was overdosing on herbs. I was just if it said 2 tablespoons, I was taking 9, 10 tablespoons and just gulping. I was like, I got to get this in. And I even talked to Dr. Jolly about that, and he said, I said, Dr. Jolly, your herbs, I take them. I take a lot. I just pour them herbs down my throat. He said, well, you can't overdose off them. He said, it's just gonna make you heal quicker. That's all it can do. But now I have nothing wrong. You understand what I'm saying? But I take herbs just to stay healthy, just so I can never get cancer, never get anything, never get, Yeah, I'm telling y'all, herbs is what's in. I don't mess with pharmaceutical medicine. No, not no more. I used to. Yep, but no. I'm telling y'all. Okay, guys, I can't keep Chef Finest Wine long. We gotta go. Oh, wait a minute. Tomorrow, my members. I gotta talk to you guys. Yes, my manager was on here tonight. I know he's probably gonna want to come on Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna try to see. Let me see if my manager, because I think he wants to come on to talk to you guys too, my members. So I no, I think he'll be on the Zoom because he's gonna let you all know everything that he told me that he's setting up for us. So he got some nice stuff, you guys. Y'all have no idea what we getting ready to do. We getting ready to have some fun. We going on tour. We gonna have our own show. Oh man, there's so much stuff. I'm gonna let him repeat it to you all because he's doing stuff. He's already done. He's talking to people. He's making flyers right now. Yes, yes, he's making flyers up. And I know we got. I think we got Chicago so far. We got Chicago, New York, L.A. I think. Let me see, Chicago, New York, L.A., and a couple more other cities. But he wants, he said it's going to be, what did he say? He said the end of May, beginning of April, the end of April, beginning of May, somewhere around in there everything will begin, the tour. So y'all get ready. Get ready. And we're going to tell you all what it's called because we don't want to let everybody know what it's called. But I even love the name of the tour because I think, I don't know, I guess we both named it. But anyway, it's nice. It's just really nice. We have a lot of good stuff to tell you guys. So um, I have to get all you guys. I'm going to be emailing you guys. I have to email all my members something, okay? I'm going to send it out to all of your emails. And all my members, make sure I got your emails. I know some of you I've been emailing back, but all of you who are my members, please email me at leolahbrown2023 at Gmail so that I can email you out the information that I have to send you guys, okay? And let me see who's saying anything. God is good. Yes, yes, yes. Amen. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming on tonight. I wish I could answer some more, but I gotta let people go. I know everybody can't stay on here, and I gotta be mindful of that. I'm taking up everybody's time. Yes. Latifah said, me and my husband take black seed oil, and I swear by it. Oh, yeah. And he had stage 4 cancer, and it's gone. Yes. Thank you. Black seed oil helps you from head to toe. People don't realize people are out here dying for nothing. Nothing. All you got to do is make sure the black seed oil is organic. That's all. I'm trying to tell my brothers and sisters to take it. My brother, Tommy, my sister Tina. They won't take it faithfully. They won't. They could be healed like that. They won't take it. And that's why I be crying. I was crying about them last night. I'm like, well, I don't know why they so hard-headed. Yep, Dr. Jolly has that on his bottles. It from head to toe, organic black seed oil. It's the best, you all. Y'all don't even know how much energy I have. I run, walk, jog. I run up and down stairs, long flights of stairs. Yeah, and I can outwalk anybody. Yes, I was kickboxing the other day with some young girls. Okay, come on. Yes, y'all don't understand. We got to get, and Leolah's losing weight right now. I'm getting ready for this tour, you guys. I'm getting real nice and fly for this tour. Yes, I want to be. Everybody says I'm a nice size, and I'm not fat, and I'm not, but this is my skin, so I just want to get fit, get real good and fit. That's all. Yeah. I love being athletic. I miss that. I used to run track when I was younger. That's all I did in school. Run track and play the violin. Those were my two things. And I want to get back to that. Running track. I want to run again. I do. At my age, I want to run again. And I can. Yes, I'm not too old. No. Anyways, I love you guys. I love you. I love you all. Thank you all for your time and energy. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you all, please don't hesitate to support me in the Cash App. Please. I promise you, it is not in vain. You all will enjoy everything that I have to offer you, everything that I have to show you, because in a minute, you're going to hear everything. Y'all ain't heard everything, but you will. Please just be patient with me. I promise you, I got a big surprise for you guys. Just bear with me, okay? Please cash out your sister. Money sign LEOLAHBM. You see me with the white scarf. To all my members, I'm going to be emailing you something and I will talk to you all tomorrow. I think my manager is going to be on to talk to you. He's excited because he came on here tonight for the first time. And he don't let nobody. He's very private. But he's one of them big time people, okay? He's out of Chicago. All right? Yeah, I ain't got no punk for a manager either. But, all right, guys. I will see you guys later. I love all of you. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you all. Hey, Merk. Hey, Merk. I didn't even see you till just now. All right. To all my members, I will see you all in a minute. Thank you all. Thank you so much, Chef Finest Wine. Baby, you know I got you. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm really going to try to come early tomorrow. Earlier. Okay? All right, guys. We love you. I love you. I'm reading Audrey. She said we love you. I love you guys too. Love all you all. All right. Peace. Thank you, Harold. Harold put my Cash App up. Thank you, Harold. Harold, stay up. I'm going to call you. Peace out, people. Bye-bye.